Hi, thank you for joining us for today's show. My name is Elise Rose, and I'm with AARP Alabama. Today, we have a special guest here for you today with Chef Kim. She has a special recipe for us today, and we are looking forward to it. We are filming today with our friends at the Jefferson County office of the Alabama Cooperative Extension System, and I appreciate their partnership for today and making today's show a success. If this is your first time joining us, we want to share that AARP Alabama is a 501c organization, and our goal is to make life easier as you age. If you have any questions about AARP Alabama, please feel free to put in the comment sections or send us a direct message. AARP is the nation's largest nonprofit organization dedicated to empowering people age 50 and older to choose how they live as they age. With a nationwide presence, AARP strengthens communities and advocates for what matters most to the more than 100 million people, Americans across the nation. Today we are excited to be joined by Chef Kim. Hey, Chef Kim, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm looking forward to see what you have cooking for us today. What recipe will we be making up today?
This is a vegetable curry.
Ooh, sounds wonderful. I can't wait to see the end result.
Awesome.
I'm going to let you take over the panel today, and we look forward to the end result.
Awesome. Well, like I said, I'm doing vegetable curry today. So I've got some coconut oil in our little pot here, and I'm going to turn our heat on fairly high. Sure. Not high, but good enough to get some things going. So once this heats up, I'm going to add in our ginger garlic paste. And basically, this is equal parts ginger and garlic, and half of that of a good quality oil, like an avocado oil. So this is just a really good thing that you can keep in your fridge when you're doing Asian stir-fry dishes, Thai dishes, anything that you might need those ingredients for. And you've already got your base there. You don't have to worry about chopping it up. So what I do is I just put this in the food processor or Vitamix, and it just purees it up and smooth, and it's good to go. So I am going to start our curry off with the first vegetables are going to be some jalapeno, because you got to have some heat, right? And if you like more heat, you can go with something hotter. You can use some Thai chilies. I would just de-seed them unless you are really bold. And so our oil is hot, and I'm going to add in here our garlic and ginger. I'd say that's probably about 2 tablespoons in there. Okay, turn it down a little bit. It already smells pretty great, y'all. So I've also got some scallions here, some celery that I just cut up, and we're going to drop that in. Okay. Add that into the pot. And once I get these jalapenos diced up, they're really going to open your nose up. So, just great fresh vegetables that you can find locally or at your farmer's market, or you may even be growing something that'll be coming up soon. So this is a whole jalapeno. It's been de-seeded, so it won't be as hot. All right. Adding that into the pot. Okay. Now, turn our heat down a little bit. Okay. New cooktop, so we're getting to know each other. All right. I'm going to actually turn that off. So next, we're going to go in with our cumin. And we're going to add 1 teaspoon of of cumin. I've got a half one here, so I'll add 2 of a half. Okay. Then we're going to add a little coriander. Okay. Didn't know I was getting ready to do it, so the top didn't want to come off. Alright, half coriander. And then we're going to go with some turmeric. Now, if you wanted to cheat, I guess you could, and you could just go with some curry powder or even curry paste. But this way you could control it all, you know. If you want a little more of this, you can add a little this, a little that, add a little that. So I'm going to stir these spices around, and it smells just like curry. Kind of scrape the pan a little bit if you get stuck, right? And once we cook these spices down in the pan, I'm going to go in with our coconut milk. And you go with however creamy you want this. You can go with coconut cream. I have a light coconut milk here. You can go just regular coconut milk, but whatever you prefer. So I'm going to heat that through, get that going, add a little salt, pinch of salt to it. Okay. Right. And next I'm going to add some onion, and I'm going to slice these onions just kind of on the bias. You want to have a lot of texture in here also in your curry. So you don't necessarily want to cut everything the same way. We're just going to have some julienne strips of the onions and put them in there. And I tend to like, my veggies not raw, but have a little toothsome to them. So that's kind of why I'm adding that in at this time. That heat's going to come on up here for me. Got on about 360. I'm going to add our carrots in because they sort of take longer to cook. They're probably harder than anything else. And they brighten it up. I hope y'all can see this beautiful color already. A little bit more. And then we're going to go in with red bell pepper. And this is a great way for you to, if you've got a lot of vegetables in your pantry that you've been needing to use and don't want to throw them away, this is a great way to use them up. So you can add broccoli, just any favorite vegetables you have. Snow peas would be great in here. Just anything. We've got bok choy today we're going to add in. So it's going to be party for your mouth. All right. So I have cut this. I'm not going to put all of this pepper in here. I'm just making a small amount, but I'm going to cut it julienne strips, and then I'm going to cut it again because I don't necessarily want them really long, but I'm not going to dice this either. So just kind of cut it at an angle. Put a handful of them in. Okay. And I'm going to taste this a little bit. I know it needs a lot. We haven't added too terribly much. Before I do that, I'm going to add some of our spice blend, and this is just a granulated garlic, black pepper, and sea salt. Garlic just flavors everything up. Even though we do have fresh garlic in here in the paste, we have some granulated garlic. So taste this. See, it's really really good right now. um, so yeah, so I have some mushrooms, and I'm not going to add all of them because they might kind of muddy the color a little bit. But you can add shiitake. I just have cremini here, or baby portobellos, and you can even do white buttons. If you did oyster or maitake, like whatever your favorite mushroom is, that would be great to add to this. So, and it just gives it great umami flavor. And if you like your curry to be a little on the sweeter side, you can add some coconut sugar or some turbinado, or even possibly add some agave, which is what I have today, and I'm going to add. And I've got green beans. If you want to cheat, you can use some frozen green beans and just drop them in last. So all our mushrooms out. So this is a really hearty on the vegetable side. And now we're going to go in with some herbs. Got some cilantro and some fresh basil. Thai basil would be great if you can find it too. I'm just going to dice this up and get it ready. I'm going to kind of leave the herbs to the end so that they just have a fresh, bright, the way they hit your tongue. So, all right. Again, I'm going to add a little drizzle of agave. I don't want it really sweet, but I just want to balance it out a little. Okay. A little more garlic. And I'm going to add some coconut aminos instead of soy sauce, so it has much less sodium to it. So that's about a tablespoon of soy. I'm not soy, but of coconut aminos. And then I'm going to check it out, I'll give it a taste. Make sure everything's kind of gelled together. And this is, I don't know where you are in the country, but it's a little cloudy here. This is great rain weather or cloudy weather meal. It's nice. I've been just really wanting a lot of brothy soups and things like that lately. All right, so we are really pretty much done, you guys, if you can believe that. I am going to finish up with a couple things. I'm going to thin this out just a little bit. Maybe add just a quarter cup of water. If you've got broth, it's even better. If you don't have vegetable broth and you want to add something to it, you can take like the bottoms of the mushrooms, the stems, and add them to it. That would be really nice too. And just let it sit let the mushroom stems sit in the water for about 30 minutes or so until they take on the flavor of that. And it'll just really give it a really good flavor. I forgot about our bok choy, y'all. So I'm going to put some of that in, and I'm going to try to do the top parts. But, it doesn't take bok choy long at all. So this is going to be a really nice bowl. I've got some basmati rice already here waiting in our bowl, ready to go. Okay. And if you want, you can drizzle some sesame oil on top, or you can start with the sesame oil instead of coconut oil. Just whatever you like. Taste again. We got to taste as we go. That's good. All right, and I'm going to finish this with some green peas that I have here. There's just tons of vegetables in this. I'm going to turn the heat off now. And I'm going to drop our cilantro and our basil. Well, I'm going to wait and add that once I get it in the bowl. But I'm going to chop up some of the green onions to top it with as well. Okay. So, all right, it's time to plate up. So this is our bowl of rice here. This is our vegetable curry. So quick and easy. Doesn't take long at all.
Wow, Chef Kim, that looks amazing. I know our viewers can't wait to try and test this at home. Can you tell us what is the prep time for this wonderful recipe?
I would say probably 45 minutes. There's a lot of vegetables in here. Cook time was really fast, as you can tell. But
Yes.
Just dicing up everything and, cleaning the vegetables and doing that probably took the longest amount of time than anything. So.
Well, it's always a treat to have you here, and you always give us the best recipes to cook and try at home.
Thank you.
I can't wait for our next show in May, and we look forward to seeing you again. Thank you. If you enjoyed today's show, please remember to go to AARP Alabama and leave any comments, questions, or concerns. And also feel free to share our videos today with your friends and your loved ones. If you didn't get the chance to sign up and register for today's show, go to AARP Alabama again to check our upcoming events and for our next show and our taping. We also want to give a special thanks and special shout out again to Jefferson County Office of the Alabama Cooperative Extension. Without their support, today's show would not be as great as it is as always. Again, if you like today's show, please like, share, and comment, and we look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.